Peyton's Places, presented by Elijah Craig. Episodes 1 and 2 now streaming on the ESPN app. Stay off the face.
Stay off the face.
Saturday.
Hey, I knew there was a future. I knew there was a future in this thing, bro. He's never been handsome. I was always handsome. Let's go. Stay off the face.
I mean,
let's
you're
go.
Getting good push on all
Oh yeah,
these
we never got stopped. Never got stopped.
Never got.
Always. Look at that.
And notice how no one had to push you from behind.
No.
Okay, you're actually getting movement. No one is jumping like a full second before the snap or any of this nonsense that we have now with this tush push.
You're such a hater.
You're such a hater.
Matt LaFleur better implore it. He better start running that thing like 4th and 1 instead of worrying about that inside zone.
If he does, then I may have to offer an apology. Which brings us to Dominique Foxworth's brainchild. Our next feature is called My Bad. And let's explain. Dominique is a person who gets a lot of things wrong. And so he said to me, Greeny, I have an idea for a segment we should do on Get Up. We should be able to offer an apology for a take that we've had on the air that obviously has turned out not to be.
Meek's bride was really the one who said, he says my bad a lot at the house.
No. It's accountability plays. On my podcast, that's what we say. So I think it should extend to everywhere. You make a bad take, you need to come back and say, that was my bad. I made a bad take. And I did when I said that the Dolphins had to be the saddest locker room in all of sports when they were doing really poorly. And I thought that it was all over for them.
Meanwhile,
this weekend, my man, Matt Black Mike, got them boys that win against the Bills and then drove down South Beach nice and slow with his windows down, telling me and the Bills fans and everyone else who said that was the saddest locker room and he had lost them and it was over to shut up, we fine. So, my bad, Mike.
South Beach.
My bad to Mike. My bad to Miami. My bad to all of that, the Matt Black Maybach, whatever that is. The man had himself a weekend.
Okay, I like it. See, that's the idea here. Peter Schrager has a My Bad. What did you have just absolutely wrong?
I came in with a ton of bravado as the new hire here at ESPN and said the Lions are going to be bad on offense this year. And I did that all August, and I said, watch out, Ben Johnson is the brainchild, and they're all going to fall apart. They have been better on offense this year. They have been explosive on offense. And as pittance or whatever you call it for this, I spent 12 hours at the Detroit airport this weekend, delayed on a connection to Green Bay. So I'm eating it anyway. But I would like to extend a mea culpa to all of the Lions fans who are in my mentions. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Hey, how many drinks did you offer up at the bar to calm all the Lions fans down?
We're going to be okay, guys.
We're going to enjoy this 12 hours.
I mean, penance was the word you were looking for.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
okay,
fine.
this is good. I like it. I have one as well. I'd like to say my bad to Stephon Diggs. When the Patriots signed him, my first reaction was, this is their big acquisition. They need desperately help at wide receiver, and they're going to Stephon Diggs. And I will admit, I think I used the word washed. I could not have been more wrong. Stephon Diggs has been outstanding, and he is a huge part of the reason why the Patriots, I think, are by far the most pleasant surprise in the National Football League this year, and their quarterback is an MVP candidate.
MVP.
Why are you?
I think you owe him a my bad.
Yeah.
My beloved Turk, Stephon Diggs, is balling out. However, he did have a bag of pink stuff on the offseason. I think that it's fair for you to be like, I don't know, I'm a little concerned.
That 100% was not what I was talking
Great
about.
party.
Very clear.
Look great.
I just picked stuff.
I didn't know what that was then. I don't know what it is
I
now.
don't even know what we're talking about. I'm glad I don't. I don't know what's going on.
We don't want to know, Jeff.
Let's use this. So, again, my apologies, Stephon Diggs. I couldn't have been more wrong. He's been great. He's done.
Incredible.
He has sort of, I don't know if it's exactly the same thing.
I know it.
He's sort of done for Drake Maye what he once did for Josh Allen.
Yeah,
Right.
Having a go-to guy is really nice, especially when it's 4th down in the red zone and your coach might have made a mistake by stopping the clock. You know where you can go to a guy and kind of saved everyone right here. Like, he's a guy, this is a baller, man, and you saw in that Bills game, they gave him the ball almost every play, it felt like, and he was just driving through it. He's an incredible football player.
I knew he had been that guy.
Yeah.
I was convinced he was done being that guy, and so my bad.
And a good guy in the locker room.
Clearly is still that guy. So he's been an enormous acquisition. So the question then becomes, are we taking the Patriots that level of seriously? I think they've now crossed over. There's like a Rubicon that you cross from being a good story to being someone we need to take seriously.
Absolutely.
And the Patriots are 8-2. They do have I'll answer that question. They do have the inside track to the #1 seed because their schedule is so easy. Here's the question. Are the New England Patriots a team that we should be talking about as a team that could go to the Super Bowl this year? Jeff.
Yeah, they are a team we can talk about. I mean, like you said, you look at their schedule. They have a very favorable schedule. The way they're playing, the confidence in which they're playing with. when you saw him in Tampa and the way not only that Drake Maye and Stephon Diggs are playing, but their running game. It's running back by committee, and they are physical on the edges. They get bodies moving. And you can see the way they have mimicked Mike Vrabel's kind of attitude, right? And you're watching Josh McDaniels develop Drake Maye. All the things are going right, and their defense is getting better, giving up less explosive plays than they kind of did early. This is a team to be reckoned with. Again, they're going to walk in because they'll have confidence. Whether they deserved it or not, this team believes in themselves.
Here's what I loved about covering the Patriots this season, where you go in there and even asking Stephon Diggs after one of the wins that they had, I said, are you ready to tell everybody the Patriots are here? And he's like, we're not about talking. And it is very much Mike Vrabel, to your point. All the pieces, the head coach, injecting his attitude, player-coach mentality. But when you see him on the sidelines, coaching guys up, when you see them behind the scenes, how he deals with each player individually, Stephon Diggs being that leader, mentor, big brother in that locker room, all of the pieces are fitting, but they're not being boastful about it. They're like, week in and week out, we got to do the job, and it's worked so far.
They're selfless, too. You look at the way that their receivers, there's different ones who lead them each week. Last week, it was Kyle Williams who showed up, the rookie. It's every week somebody else eats, and they're happy for each other. I will say this. To your point about crossing the Rubicon, they were the hunters the whole first half of the season, and they were beating up on some teams that are some inferior teams. You win this game against Tampa with everyone watching and Nansen Romo on the call. Now you have a short week against the Jets where you're an 11-point favorite and everyone's crowning you on get up, and you're suddenly Drake Maye's the MVP. These are the games we find out what are you really about. Because if you start resting on your laurels and relying on those wins, I think you're going to get caught.
Some of the confidence that we have in them also speaks to the rest of the conference right now. It's like we don't have the big bads on the AFC the same way that you have on the NFC side. There are obviously some incredible quarterbacks, but as far as teams are concerned, there's not a team over there that you're like, well, there's no way they can beat them. All of these teams have flaws, and including the Patriots, they have flaws, but they're on, like you mentioned, they're on the climb. When they get to the place where the Eagles are and we start nitpicking everything you do, it's a good place to be. It's not as much fun, but it's a good place to be.
We sort of perceived Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs as a breakup. I don't know what really happened there. We'll never know. But imagine if it's Stephon Diggs who gets to the Super Bowl first. It feels like it could happen.
He created for your show on Get Up today that you guys are fired up about it. So what's on the rundown for Get Up, and why is it CeCe's credit or fault?
First of all, we call him Big Dog. He's called Big Dog.
That's what we call him. Big Dog Canty.
Because it used to be Monday Dan, so that was Orlowski. He would say some crazy stuff.
And then we come in after on Tuesday and we have something to talk about because Monday Dan said something absurd.
So now I get to work with Canty every Tuesday on First Take. We crushing it on First Take, but he always gives some encouraging context for next day's conversation. So Big Dog Canty said it out yesterday. Jordan Love is going to get Matt LaFleur fired. Okay? He didn't say Jordan Love's trash. He didn't say Matt LaFleur's trash. He just made that statement. It blew up. And the Packers fan, they going crazy. People going crazy. My Twitter's blowing up. How would you stand there and co-sign with Canty?
I like it. You get blamed for it.
100%. I'm taking strays. But I love it. So now we get a whole segment based on Big Dog Canty.
I did not know that the Packers fans were so staunch in their defense of Jordan Love that they were